Hello, welcome to yet another Candy Eggs stream. My name is Candy Eggs, and I am joined here today with my darling Moirel.
I was trying to make a toot sound in the beginning, but it didn't through.
No toot at all. No toot at all. So,
That's not going through.
I'm so prepared. So, today. Boo, you whore. Today.
Wait, you can't say bad word.
I can do whatever I want. I just censor you. That's what I do.
What?
This is what we do on the Candy Egg stream. We cause
Everybody be mean to
censorship.
Lux in the chat. Tell me a bad word.
That is so
What is your
rude.
favorite one? But you are not allowed to say sorry.
That
I
might
can't.
that might actually kick people from the stream.
Okay, maybe don't do that.
Everyone just starts typing
What's
in
your
a piano.
What's your favorite light word? Yeah, type the word piano if paying attention.
What? In the first couple seconds. Okay, so basically, do you want to talk about what we're doing here today?
I don't know about you, but I'm being cool and rad.
Yeah, you are cool and red playing Pokemon. What Pokemon game are you playing?
Platinum, but it is randomized.
Yeah,
You can
randomized
tell it's not
platinum.
Pokemon. Oh shoot, I nearly said Whaler because it died.
Uh-oh. In the meantime,
Hmm.
while you were playing Pokemon Platinum over on the side, I am going to be doodling merch ideas for stickers for the Exobiology project. Isn't that freaking special? You should
Give
throw a
suggestions in the
freaking beach
chat.
party. What?
Give suggestions in the chat.
Give suggestions in the chat. I do have a lot of pictures, but if there is anything that you simply must need in terrible sticker form, I mean really good high quality sticker form.
Yeah, I make them.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And they're
do.
good.
They
If they're
do.
quality stickers, I'm going to kick you in the head for insinuating they're not.
I'm gonna kick you so hard in the back of the head that your feet are going to go through your eye
You should stop
sockets.
talking.
You sh-
Thank you. This is my stream now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Candy Egg stream. The cool one here.
Okay, wait, you have
Uh,
to. No, you should totally do an impression of me and I'll do an impression of you.
hey, Candy Eggs. Sage here. And today we are doing a sticker stream. Or are we?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here, and I'm in a YouTube stream. Or am I? Because this is actually a stream of piss.
What?
Yeah, he's got a
Okay.
yellow filter. He's got the Breaking Bad Mexico filter. Everything's yellow.
It'd be like that for realsies.
Yes, it do be. It do be. Alright, we got the iconic finworm, and now I need to make my drawing layer. Line, group, quick group. Water cow. I have been very excited to start working on the next episode of the Exobiology Lapis Exobiology project. I know what things are called. I know what things are called. And I have so many ideas for the next episode, but I just need to get the last part of this current one out. That is what I need to do. But right now I am incredibly distracted and we're doing this instead.
You know
Yeah.
what else we're doing?
What?
Has it been a few minutes yet?
I suppose it's been a few minutes.
Your mom!
Kill yourself.
Okay, yay!
So I do
No,
think I want
Curly
to
was
build this.
poisoned.
Uh-oh, poison.
Good thing I've been growing pecha berries.
That is such a good idea. You're so smart.
Yes.
I'm so organized.
Your Fortnite?
Your Fortnite. There it is, diagrams. Finworm, what do you look like from above? open with Krita.
Oh no, Curly's not doing too hot. I think we can pull it out.
How big does it have
Let's
to
go.
be to not pull out? You should totally narrate what's happening so that I can know what's happening. Oh no, is Krita crashing? Oh, did we already crash, Krita? Is this truly a Candy Egg stream? Did my whole computer crash? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. What are you doing in your Pongus right now? Just walking around on the
Run into
route?
the Pokemon Center.
You're running to the Pokemon Center?
Yeah.
That is okay.
Ohio.
Ohio. Hello. Ohio gozaimasu. Tips Fedora. Welcome to the
Oh,
Cringe Fest. Oh, it didn't crash. Okay. All right, the finworm's top of its head is like a rounded shape.
baby head
Yeah, baby head. It
is
is a
not
baby
fed.
head. A baby head is not fed.
Yeah, he's starving to death. Feed him, please.
No. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that for you, Dave.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
Yeah, that. Sketch, turn you down. Why is the sketch green? What?
Why is much green?
What?
I didn't say anything.
Well, actually, why is it green? Is that just because it's CMYK? Probably.
I don't know. I'm not watching you.
My lines are green. Nothing much else but
A
that.
pet water cow finworm. If you want a pet water cow finworm, you should get. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Hold on. Uno momento.
Uno momento, por favor. Pet water cow finworm would go hard. I haven't released the scale chart for the new episode yet, partly because there's spoilers in it still. But the water cow finworm is pretty big, if I remember correctly. It's like 2 feet long, which is pretty cool. I'd imagine that if you actually had one, it would just sit underneath the same hide all day until you put in like a whole cucumber, and then it just eats that for like 4 minutes, and then the whole thing is gone.
I was thinking of
Awesome.
a sleeper goby.
A sleeper goby?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
They're called water cows.
Water cow. Basically, I'm going for like a little bit of a cartoon look because that seems cute. And it just has a tadpole mouth. What are you making that noise for?
My foot's asleep.
Haha, foot's asleep. Haha, hee hee hee.
Expecting you just put a loading sign in the chat.
That is iconic and very, very based and wonderful. And everyone should do that.
But
Yep. I'm
oh,
liking this pose. This pose is nice. Not quite rounded enough though.
can you see the chat or should I narrate it to you?
I have it on my phone, but if you see one you want to talk about, you should totally say it like you're answering it in full sentences.
Well, it's a question for you.
What does it say?
Candy, as a sub teacher, do you think F students are inventors?
What?
I don't know.
As a substitute teacher, I
I
I just got an ad on my own stream. As a substitute teacher, I presume this means like remedial students are inventors. That is an interesting question. I would say that especially public school does not cater to all types of learning, And just because someone doesn't do very well in the school the way that it is taught does not mean that they are incapable of
Hi,
anything.
Bob the Blob. Hi, hi,
What?
hi, hi.
What? Bob da Bob. Hello, I am Bob. That's the voice you have now. If you
Hi,
sounded
hi,
different than
hi,
that, that's what you sound like now. Just so you know. Just
hi,
so we're all on the
hi,
same page.
hi, hi. Well, hi,
Hi.
Pinica.
This is a nice finworm right now. We got a nice finworm going on. It's very cute, very dynamic. Flip
A
the thing like
razor
that.
chair ad. Why do they put
Razor
razor blades on chairs?
Whoa, okay, honestly, that is a bit unsafe. That is a bit unsafe
That
to do
is
that. That
not very
feels.
safe.
Yeah, that is. Holy moly. Holy moly. Razors on blades, now razors on scooters. What the
That's
helly?
crazy.
That
What
is
the hell?
crazy. What's next? Face razors? God damn. What
Yeah,
the.
damn.
What the heck?
What's next? Knife bombs?
I've heard of knife bombs. What's next? Knife bombs? Shit. That's one step too far. I've heard of
And
one step
redo,
back.
undo.
What?
Yep.
I've heard of one step forward, two steps back, but this is ridiculous. This is a whole backwards fucking somersault. How do you even do that?
I'm I'm good at somersaults.
Yeah, you're good at somersaults?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm curly.
Because you're curly. Yeah? That
Yep.
makes sense. Mm, I think I'm gonna what? What?
Hi chat, what's your favorite word
Word that is what?
that is not a bad word?
What's your favorite word that's not a bad word?
My
Um,
bird is making cowbird sounds.
oh my goodness.
Now he's just singing.
Good. He deserves to sing. He is such a singer. My favorite word that isn't a swear. Ooh, this is difficult. Um, cunt. What actually is my
Mine
favorite
is
word?
hullabaloo or perhaps bamboozle.
Hullabaloo, or perhaps bamboozle.
Yeah.
What's with all this goddamn hullabaloo? By gadzooks. That's our
Pico's a good one.
what?
Pico.
Pico?
Yeah.
Pico de gallo. Uh,
Piece of the chicken.
I don't know what my favorite word is. I do like a lot of Homestuck words. It's probably abscons.
That's a good one.
Boo, 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 boo. Okay, I want to change the image size to be larger. Image. Scale image to new size.
Oh, Pico is really small. That makes more sense. That's a good word. That's a
Pico.
nice one.
8 by 8. If I make it 8 by 8, then I can fit different shapes, you see. Me when I fit different shapes. That is not what I wanted. What?
Me when I fight chickaritas.
You when you fight chickaritas?
Yeah.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yes, you can.
Chicory. Okay, there. That should be fine. This I can move to be like that. And then the old logo I will get rid of. The sketch I will increase the size of and then rotate it so it fits better. And I think this is an iconic first one. Yeah, the little hemisphere is a nice shape for it to take on.
Good day.
Dance, 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 dance. Yep. That is literally what it does. It literally starts dancing. I was gonna ask how many tentacles they are, but I literally made it a rule that they have 9. So you see, I remember some things about things sometimes.
No.
No? I mean, that is
Why didn't
accurate.
we go back to the Pokemon Center? There's no reason for me to do that.
What?
I like drinking paint water.
Paint water? Why are you drinking paint water?
Paint.
Paint.
You just
Alright,
made
thank
a Red Wing Blackbird call.
God. Do you want to talk about your bird so everybody knows?
Yeah, he's a wild starling I found on my way. Couldn't fly. He probably hit a window really hard. Anyways, his wings still didn't get fixed, and it probably won't, so I just have a wild bird in my room.
Yes, there is a wild bird in your room.
I'm singing a song right now, but it's probably not going through on Discord.
Uh-oh. Oh, the ads are so loud. All right, I'm gonna boost our audio really quick. Not on there. There. All right, chatta. We're boosting the audio so the ads aren't as loud. So move your own audio. There. The ads are so atrociously loud. I literally went to school for video editing, and all of the ads are way louder than they're supposed to be. Like they actually peak all the microphones. It's terrible.
Yes,
Not the microphones, the speakers.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hello, all the friends who are joining us today. We're just having a chill time. We're going to treat this something along the lines of the world's most terrible podcast. In fact, I think it might be story time. I think it might be
Oh,
story time. Do you have a story you want to tell, or should I figure out a story I want to tell?
a few days ago, I dug plants off in the woods, and then I drew pictures of them.
That was such a good story.
And I also found seed strips, and I took some home and looked at them under the microscope. Yes, I am playing Platinum. I'm playing it on randomized, so I'm getting weird things showing up in the wild. Tell
Heck
tell the
yeah.
story. Yeah, I also fart, but I do not die. I've never died in, and I never will.
Desserts. What should I tell a story about? What should be my iconic story?
How one time we went to the park, and I collected so many lemons.
Okay, so one time they visited me in the hell state where I live. It is very very hot in Arizona, but they were over here magically. It was a whimsical time. We were dating regular ways instead of pale ways. Um,
Yay!
we were just walking around, and I, believe it or not, ya bitch has the worst spatial awareness physically possible. I get more lost than goddamn champion, undefeated champion Leon from Pokemon. Like this is in my neighborhood, and I was already lost. But we stumbled, nigh, destinously approached a lembin tree, just hanging over the edge of somebody's property, and at least to my understanding, if a fruiting tree reaches over the property line, you can just take it. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
private
legal. At
property
least
if
in
it's a sidewalk.
Washington.
Yeah. So we brought like 10 million lemons, and then I remembered that I hate just eating lemons. So then we never used the lemons at my parents' house, and then they just rotted, and then I had to throw them away. But
I
like,
tried to plant mine, but it didn't work. They all molded.
that's true. Lemons are difficult. But that's true. That's real life. That is a real event that occurred. No fooling.
I I picked so many lemons. They was wearing my jacket because they get cold living in Arizona,
Yeah, they get
and
they get cold. Put them in your mouth. If you're cold, they're cold.
Long. Um, uh, I, um, I got like 12 or 13 lemons and I fit it in the Coke because I had inside and outside pot.
Yep. It was
Nope, we
so
did
many
not make
lemons.
lemonade lol.
When life gives you lemons. Actually, when life gives you lemonade, you reverse engineer lemons. And you say, "Fuck you. I can do what I want." And then life goes, "God damn, okay, I was just giving you a present."
I'll take your hot food.
Hot food as opposed
Yeah,
to.
you got any hot food takes? Yeah, I'll take your hot food.
Why do
Oh,
they
so
call it an oven?
the if you're cold, they're cold is a um uh it is like a wild animal is like if you're cold, they're cold, bring them inside or something like like
You.
a moose or something.
Your audio is cutting out a bit. I think you need to turn down the volume on your Pokemon.
It's almost all the way down. I can barely even hear it.
Oh, it might be the bird then.
Yeah, he's singing a song and Mango
Good,
is screaming downstairs.
good. I don't want these
Yeah.
damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with
Oh,
these? Be the author of the
is it about
journals.
this now?
Zubat, Zubat, he's the
What
Zubat,
is your
bat, bat, bat,
experience
bat.
with quarantine?
Quarantine? Like in 2020, 2021? The worst time in my
I
life?
assume so. The best time of my life?
No, it wasn't. You're lying to me. Well, I don't want to
Why?
be a downer about it, but it was really terrible. Like, really, really
I
bad.
loved not having to go anywhere. I was thriving for realsies.
I didn't see any of my friends in person for over a year before the quarantine started.
Yeah,
Uh,
I went like a 5 year period of not seeing any of my friends.
yeah, it was very terrible for my mental state, and basically the TLDR is that I'm still alive though. I
Or
yay.
are you?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here, and I've transcended the realms of reality to be before you today. I died in the year 1973.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here, and I've transcended the physical plane. Or have I?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here, and I've been on hormone replacement therapy for 3 years.
Ooh, ooh, somebody said, okay, this is the first time I'm sending art using Google Mail for. Has it got through? Should I have received an answer or confirmation?
I heard about like 30% of that. It's about the emailing the art to the
Yeah,
Candy Eggs Connect. Well,
yeah.
golly, I can check that right now.
I'm gonna put my headphones in. That might help. It also might
Okay.
make me really loud for a second. So, oh, I mean,
Okay, I will
untitled
I
it.
will prepare that. I will prepare.
My bird makes cute sounds.
Who was it, if you remember?
A
Who had sent
Zeke
something?
pie.
Do, 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 do,
A
do.
Zik. A, Z- a Zik pie. I am not sure.
Okay. Where is my Candy Eggs Connect?
2026 is. Oh, bye, Bob the Blob. Yeah, you do that. Hell
Bye,
yeah.
Bob.
Bye.
I got fan submission, comma, lapis abyssal.
That's so cool. You have fan submissions. Um,
That's really fun.
2026 has been okay. World events notwithstanding.
Yeah. I think this is the person who was talking. Their name isn't what I believe to be Russian, so I can't
Oh,
read
that's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. I only check it once in a while. I haven't been editing as much as I should have, so I haven't checked it in like the last 2 weeks.
I
But
have my headphones in now.
good. Talk at
I've
your
got like
regular volume.
4 experience shares from this patch Reese's pickup.
Good. Experience shares these nuts.
I hate. Why
Yeah,
are you
you heard me.
saying this?
You heard me.
Man, what have I been done this year? I did an art show. That was kind of fun. That's about it.
Only kind of fun. I think it was pretty cool how much you got done. Do you want to talk about your stickers you made?
Yeah, my butterfly stickers and bird stickers.
Yeah?
Hold on, let's see if I have it so I can show it to you and you can show it to the world.
I have our
Oh,
regular Discord open if you want to send an image to the Discord.
I sent it in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why would I expect anything else? Let me just scroll up for everybody and see what the other thing we sent was. Hell yeah. What's that? Hippo biting, electric cats, that type of stuff. That is wonderful, thank you. Why does why is SpongeBob's body smooth? That's evil. Oops, this is not supposed to be a second instance of Greta. How calcareous indeed. Makes me a little bit calcurious. Yeah. Yeah. Laugh at my terrible joke. Yes. And then the funny turreted eyes, the little angry eyebrows that this thing has.
Alright, I sent some of the butterflies.
Heck yeah. And then I look and it's another meme. Inside you there are two wolves. They are both gay. Oh my goodness.
And they're both boys, and they're kissing.
Look at these beautiful butterflies native to the Pacific Northwest.
Native to Washington.
Native to Washington specifically. Look at them. If you want these in sticker form, you can go to their website right now. What is your website?
We'll put in chat pale relics.
Pale Relics.
It's not on there because I haven't updated it, but
Yeah, you wouldn't update
you can
it yet.
email me.
Yeah?
I'm giving a thumbs up to the screen even though you guys can't see it.
Heck yeah.
I got other stuff on there too. They're mostly animals. They're all animals, I think.
Ambinal. That is one beautiful drawing of a cartoon Finwin. I might buff out the cheek on this side because they are little chubby cheek babies after all. No, that's
No
a
meat.
little too complicated. There, simplified. Yes, you. You have cheeks for days. Punches your head.
Wonk.
Whoa. Asshole. Huh. Whose leg do I gotta hump to get a martini around here? I hate Brian Griffin so much. Like, my unironic hatred for that character is insane.
Is Pectin Takula gonna be alive for the next episode? Maybe. Maybe not.
Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is it gets at least one descendant. It's one of my favorite ones from the Worm Age. It is just so satisfactorily shaped. Like, I don't even need a reference. Like, I'll just draw it right here. Got a mustache and then a foot. And then it has spikes on it. And I designed it to look like the Wiki Berry from Pokemon. Yeah, there we go. My beautiful son. My beautiful and androgynous son. who I care about more than most of the other ones.
What about me?
Inside you, there are two wolves. You've had a terrible teleporter accident. Or a wonderful accident. We're doing art right now. There's only happy accidents, and those two wolves inside you, that's a happy accident. They're actually
I don't know about
sundering
that.
your body right now, and it's good because your blood was bad. That was bad blood in you. Now there's wolves in you. What's stronger than that? I ask you, what is stronger than a wolf? If not two wolves.
Oh,
Can't say a tiger because there's
3
two wolves.
wolves.
We need to
A
run this
bear?
fucking teleporter again right now. 2 wolves and a bear. Unstoppable.
2 wolves and a bear.
2 wolves and a bear. Make Wawexia. Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
Inside of you are 2 wolves. Congrats, you're a mom of twins.
There,
Water
I made
types forever is
Wawexia.
based. I have a water type on my team. It is a happy flag.
Yes. Wawexia. There's Wawaxia for everybody. And now we're gonna evolve Wawaxia.
We'll wax on, we'll wax off.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's not good enough. Okay, we need to go like masterclass with it. There. Now Wawaxia is evolved. There we go. There we go.
I believe you water types forever, so that you believe in water types. See,
I believe
a
that as well.
6-pack of wolves.
A 6-pack of wolves? Oh my god. Well, you know what?
That's so many wolves.
I don't need that because I don't have a 6-pack. I have a 12-pack.
A 12-pack of wolves?
No.
You have a license for those wolves?
It's a 12-pack of Fago. And I'm
I
sharing
only
one
have
with
one
you.
Fago left.
That's actually a travesty. That is you are suffering more than anyone else in the entire world.
It's just the worst Tuesday anybody on the.
This is the single worst Tuesday anyone has ever had. Hello, do you have a t-shirt that says I lost my cheese virginity in Kenosha, Wisconsin?
Oil 7.
I don't remember what he says. I love those comics. What's this thing called?
Goop smooch.
Goob Smooch. I almost got you that shirt that says I lost my cheese virginity in Kenosha, Wisconsin for Christmas.
I'm glad you didn't, because I wouldn't have been able to wear it.
But it speaks the truth.
It does speak the truth. We need to go visit Kenosha, Wisconsin, so we can lose our cheese virginity.
That would be wonderful. The party down at the river's about to pop. Really? No fool. Ugh, there's something odd about this. The line work that I don't like about it.
Send me a screenshot.
I think it's just the way that I'm drawing it I don't like. Yeah, drawing a thicker line helped. I think that's fine.
You like them thick, don't ya?
Rips your head off your skull. That's not exactly something I hide.
Me, my skull being ripped off my head?
What? What?
You're not hiding your child abuse?
You're not my child.
Why not?
You're my dad. I'll have you, Dad. I'll still have you. Stand idle for my arrival.
Sit leisurely for my departure.
Yeah, that. Sit leisurely for my departure.
Chikorita, don't learn synthesis challenge impossible.
What?
At least you're not poisoning me.
I'm gonna poison you.
Do it, mommy. I mean, what? Who said that?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You're excused.
Hello, 911. Yes, I would like to report
Hello.
a cringe baby.
That's not a real thing. And then I hang up on you.
Touche. I can I can see when I've been outwitted. I commend you and your strength.
And then I start flexing.
Mm,
I'm so weak, it's not even funny.
not for long. Bros on tea.
Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah. Tea for tea solidarity.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I've been rage baited.
Yep. We stand for
By
the fag.
her.
Yeah. We
She rage
stand for
baits
the
me
fag.
all
We
the
kneel for the
time.
cross-dressers. Amen.
If you know what I mean.
What?
Wonk, wonk,
Excuse me?
wonk, 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 wonk,
I
wonk,
think you need to
wonk.
go
My
be
bird
put in the
rage
cellar.
baits me sometimes.
I do too. How does your bird rage bait you? How does the starling do that?
No, Mango.
Oh, of course it's
Arn is not
Mango.
smart enough to understand rage baiting.
Mango is a parrot and he likes to bite me, but because I'm normally around things like rabbits that I can't scare, I just he wants me to scream when I'm biting him, so he knows how hard to bite
When
me.
he,
And
he's biting you, not when you.
he just bites me gently and then I go like, "Ooh, ow. Oh no." And then he keeps biting me harder. His fucking caliper of a face. His absolute vice grip of a face. Uh,
He's trying to know what your pain tolerance is so he doesn't hurt you, but you just say, I'm not hurt. And he goes, wow, you're pretty
yeah, but
strong. And
here's
then he bites harder.
the unfortunate part about it is this is how he tests it. This is how he tests it. He's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and compress your finger a little bit. Okay, a little harder. Okay, you have a surprising pain tolerance. Let me just jump twice as hard." And he's like, "Oh, that's how hard." Then he fucking remembers this shit, and then he bites me that hard again because that's what he thinks.
like,
Because I didn't scream as much as I should have.
well, now you know he tests it every so often. He does it to me too. He
Yeah.
just nibbles on me and I go, ah! And then he said, oh, sorry.
He is a cockatoo, by the way.
He's so smart, but only when he wants to be.
Yeah, only when it benefits him.
Well, not really.
What?
Sometimes I'll open the cage for him so he can get himself out. And he goes, can you open the cage, please? I want to get out. I'm like, dude, I opened it. Or he'll like beg for food, but we already put food in his bowl. And he's like, hi, can I have some food, please? And we're like, dude, look downwards. You are wrong. Food bowl.
Can I have some dough, please?
He's not very smart, but only sometimes is he smart.
Yeah, only sometimes he is. Not all the times.
When I cut his nails, he sees the nail clippers and he gets upset. But then he sees the nail file and he gets excited and he puts his foot out for me to file his nail.
God.
He says, I like this part.
He is very polite when he can be. When he chooses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like kicking.
No, I don't like
That's
the
a cool
gradients.
place to live.
What's a cool
In
place to live?
India.
Ooh. That is
There are
very
so
cool
many
indeed.
cool animals there that I would like to see one day, but probably never will.
What's your favorite one?
Any starling.
Anyone?
Any starling. I
Huh.
don't care what it is.
Well, gosh, this is a bit of a startling conclusion. I've heard of a riot of laughter, but this is ridiculous.
How long before we get an animal that will provide food equivalent to chicken wing?
What?
Why wait? Octanglopeds today.
Oh,
Or
the
try
creatures.
octanglopeds. Yeah.
The octanguipeds are very edible, like to a ridiculous degree. I've talked about it before, but they store their fat in their little leggies, so like that motherfucker would crisp up like a goddamn shrimp tail.
I've never eaten a shrimp before.
You've never eaten a shrimp before?
No.
Why?
Because I've seen a video on TV shows of people eating bad shrimp and all.
Uh-oh, that is reasonable. Shrimps isn't that great, to be honest, but
Shrimps?
shrimps is bug?
No!
No,
Bugs is
bugs is shrimps.
shrimps.
Reasonable conclusion. What do you think the most edible character is so far?
Shrimps.
And then you say Jax, Digital Circus.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to be roasted alive. Thomas
He
is the
does.
best character.
Thomas is the best character. You know who's the best character in the Digital Circus? Zooble. I am not afraid
Thomas.
to admit that I have an unironic actual human crush on the character Zooble. Like, I am so brave for revealing this information, don't you agree? You're so mean to me.
What is planimals?
Planimals? I hope it's plant animals. Although water cow finworm plush would be very cute. Oh, it's so huggable shaped.
Unfortunately, plushies are very expensive to make.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's dollars, actually.
$6?
6, 7.
Up high, down low, way up in heaven, too slow, 6, 7. Yeah, I did just say that. I did, believe it or not, I did curse my entire bloodline with that sentence.
Wait, how long have we been streaming for?
I have no idea. Meow. Yippee! Are you checking? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know how to check.
That's okay. Checks your head.
Because we've been calling for way longer.
Yeah, but we were calling for like a long time beforehand.
Yeah. What ending are you theorizing for Digital Circus? And that's the fun part.
I think that the way the show is going, I think that it's just going to end with everyone coming to terms with them being trapped in the digital circus forever, and then they all just kind of go like, let's be chill with it, chat. And then they be chill with it.
I hope they'll die. I don't know.
I hope.
I like horror when it's like it stays horror.
You like horror when it stays horror?
Have you just seen the new Gen 10 Pokemon trailer? I just looked at the animals. They look so stupid.
I like them.
They don't look like Pokemon. They're so boring. Like, I guess the gecko's cool or whatever, but they don't. They're boring. They're uninspired. That said, I would choose Brout, but I don't have a Switch 2 and I don't intend on getting one.
Shots fired. I like them a lot. I think they're very nicely designed. Oh shit, is yellow now. I think they're all very nicely designed, although they are a bit derivative of other characters in Pokemon. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I did not know that CMYK and Krita doesn't allow certain blend modes.
Oh, weird.
That is very strange. Banana. Okay, we're just gonna keep it this olive color.
Speaking of tag, what do you think of the drama and fandom? I don't know. Fandoms are always cringe. That's like the entire point. I don't see why people make it into such a deal. Like, as long as you're respecting other people, whatever. It's
I
just like Homestuck. Like, oh, this show sucks because the fandom is cringe. Yeah, because it's popular with teenagers. So,
well, I to my understanding of the so-called drama, to my understanding, it's just people being mad at Gooseworks for writing the show and having main characters, and then Gooseworks had a crash out about it. That is my
oh
understanding, and
wait,
I
what
think
happened?
what?
What happened?
To my understanding, the newest drama is that people are mad at Gooseworks for writing the show so that Jax and Pomni are the main characters and that not all the characters are equal. To my understanding, that is the drama, and then Gooseworks crashed out about it on Tumblr. And I think people need to stop annoying the fuck out of her. I
Like, oh
think,
my god,
yeah,
it's almost as if Gooseworks has said since the beginning that Jax
that Jax what?
is her favorite character.
Yes. I think it's just people forgetting that she's a real person, that people work on the show are real people. And they're just constantly being annoyed on social media by tweens.
And adults who don't
Huh?
understand how to be like polite to others online.
That too. Welcome back, guys. We're going to talk about the new drama situation in the amazing digital circus. There's something missing from our world. That's right, I just turned into Nigel
Nigel
Marven while saying
Martin.
that. I sure do love the factiness. What do you think is the worst fandom? Homestuck, and it's also the best fandom.
Eh. Any no correction. Any fandom that like really likes a serial killer.
Jeff
Those people exist and they are terrible.
Counterpoint, the Jeff the Killer fandom.
Yeah, but Jeff the Killer's not a real person.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
Like the Dahmer fandom, terrible.
Why is that a fandom?
Awful people. Exactly. It's because of that Netflix thing that came out.
Oh, I saw the first episode of that, and then I like
I didn't.
exploded, and then I didn't want to think about it ever again. Why can't they just
Yeah,
read
like
normal yaoi? Like this is what the issue comes down to.
why would you make like a Netflix series basically like idolizing a serial killer? Why?
Yes, but that is very unfortunate.
Somebody
Ew,
asks, is can there be a
circle.
side series where these people come to Lapis and talk about how to care for creatures?
Oh my
That'd be
goodness,
really
that could
cute.
be cute. Should I spoil? Should I spoil
Yeah.
something? Should I spoil a
Yeah.
little bit?
Uh,
Because it's related to that.
uh,
Well, what if I want to though? What if this is a spoiler stream now?
You spoil everything you come up with, and then they're sneaky.
What?
You do. I
I
know
didn't.
how you work.
I did not hear what the end part was.
Oh, you spoil everything you come up with.
Good.
Ouch. And then there's nothing sneaky.
I like spoiling.
No,
Okay. We're not
good
spoiling
job.
anymore. We're not spoiling. Chat. We're curdling, but we're not spoiling.
Chat, we're fermenting.
Chats. Is my Moira a rainbow drinker?
No. Why? I'm a bronze. Why would
You
that's a
pretending
great
to be.
fan though.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite MSPFA comics. Homestuck
My
world
Merle's a
building.
rainbow
It's
drinker.
got a Gooner art style.
It does have Gunnar art style for reals. Really good.
I kind of am enchanted by Gooner art styles, to be honest.
Why?
People tend to have a better understanding of anatomy and be better at drawing different poses.
Points and says Gooner. Does that make you a
What?
Gooner?
I don't. Does it? Am I a good chat? Is this a Gooner art style?
No,
Chat,
you're
is this
humans.
geometric
You're
fish?
good at drawing human style. No, please don't goon to fish.
No, I said the
Ugh.
geometric fish.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna kill myself because of you, dude. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute.
Ooh, what's
Ooh.
some recent media you're interested in?
Recent media I'm interested in. Well, the most recent media I'm interested in is Bionicle fan animations. I forgot what the person's username was, but it
Oh,
was
the
the
one
one
I
you showed me.
found.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the horror artist. That's funny.
I was watching that the
Uh,
other day.
I've been watching YouTube while I'm painting lately, and I've gotten really into uh Minecraft horror mods of all things, because apparently there's a huge niche for it, and they're all different instead of like analog derivative from the same tropes, which is kind of boring. So I've been enjoying that. It's fun.
Oh my goodness, is there a particular one you
No,
want to?
please don't goon to fish. I'm so serious for real.
Yeah, I can't believe you took those words out of my mouth. My beautiful little mouth that's just holding lemons because they're cold. How could you do that to me?
I like lemoning.
That one was for the members who have been here this long. Look at
Oh,
me
the
in the eyes.
lemon
Look at me
reference.
in the eyes. Yeah, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. You're a real one. You're a real one. I'm not even trying to do a femme voice at this point. You're a real one. There it
Shove
is.
it.
I need to get this file open because this is the file where I have the
Please
colors
stop
I use.
gooning to fish.
What?
They're talking about gooning to fish. It is so
What?
comfortable.
I say picture of Hatsune or Kasane Teto. That's right. I said that picture of Kasane Teto because
Ooh,
Teto is
rate
the
this
best
spec
character.
bio fandom.
What about the
I'm not
Spec
in it,
Bio
so I
fandom?
wouldn't know. Well,
I
rate
am.
it.
This is an overlay. Oh wait, I don't want overlay. That's why I want multiply. That isn't fucking multiply. What is that?
Oh no, will Tornadoes roll out?
God. Wow, I'm like genuinely. That is. That is not an.
Primordialis. Isn't that on? Wait, what the blob? You're back. Isn't that on Roblox or something? I don't.
What are we talking about?
The game Primordialis.
Primordialis.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name.
Okay, I'm not responding to the green comments anymore. Thank you.
Good.
Oh, it's on Steam? That's cool. I'll have to look into it. Apparently there's I don't know what's going on with the Discord half the time, but either somebody's making one or there's one that exists for Spec Evo, which is pretty cool.
My blend modes aren't working right. This is confounding me. Will hard light work?
I think it's been an hour.
You think it's
So
been an hour?
I'm gonna go put posters up. We lost one of our cats, so I'm gonna.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Bye. Goodbye.
Leaving.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Now I need to
Close
erase
window.
Star. Star is erased.
It won't let me have to
Discord is
unstream
erased.
first. Stop stream.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
All right,
bye. I'll be
Cheta.
back in a bit.
Okay. Cheta, it is just us. It is just us. And then I start doing a realistic queso impression. Actually, speaking of impressions, now I'm gonna turn into Penguin Zero. Oh my gosh, you guys. The Lapis Exobiology project is absolutely crazy. I'm talking crazier than a room full of rats. I'm talking crazier than that frog from those old YouTube videos. I'm talking crazier than some other third thing that I use as an example. All right, now I gotta lock in though, because I just have my little phone with the chat open, and now I need to actually read. This is the absolute terrible thing. Yes, this is a palette made of my OC. This is my OCs. This is my dinosaur OCs from my epic comic that everyone should read that isn't written very well. Um, I like this. Where am I? There I am. There I am. And there's the other version of me. Wow. I don't consider myself to be a furry, nor do I consider this to be a fursona, but I like Crithsaurus. It is cute. It is a little cutie pie. Exploration of the planet known as a Lapis. Picture of Lapis Steven Universe. I genuinely don't understand why my blend modes aren't working. This is not how the multiply blend mode is supposed to work. Like, what is that? That is absolutely straight freaking balonius. Okay, we're gonna do a test. I'm going to duplicate my color layer, and then I'm going to merge the group, and then I'm going to make a new group, quick group, new one, set it to multiply, and it still doesn't work. What the helly? What the helly? All right, my praise for Krita is going downhill as I work in CMYK for the first time. Make a shiny Finworm version. I would. Oh, I want to so bad, but Krita just sucks. You know what? You know what? Image. Let's go back into the old color space. Let's just do that. We can do that. We can suffer the consequences later. Color space. Let's go back to CMYK RGB alpha. We're going back to RGBs, chat. There. Now we can actually function properly. Oh, that's the spotties. And now we can actually function properly. And look, there. Our freaking color modes actually work right. Heck, yes. Biblaridian mentioned Biblaridian. What about the Madagascar penguins? The Madagascar penguins are wonderful. And what is everyone's favorite Madagascar penguin? Because I used to like Private, but now Kowalski is kind of my favorite. Kowalski is actually pretty based. And they are also just the... I'm gonna let you guys in on something secret. The Madagascar penguins are the same characters as Alvin and the Chipmunks, except they added a fourth one. Amen. Cool Spec Evo, Pie. Cool Spec Evo, you recently found, is focused on evolution of cells and bacteria. Kretz World. 3 episodes in, but still no multicellular. Peak! I have seen that in the recommended. I think it is in my watch later right now. I am terrified to look at my watch later, though, because it has like 5 million videos in it. I kid you not. Like 5 million videos. And I only really use it to have YouTube randomly recommend stuff to me to watch at any point in time. So that's what I do. Alright. Let's get the overlay. It's a bit too gray. Or should we be more colorful? No, I feel like this is much more true to the character's color palette. So let's go like this. That is good enough. Now, we can start to actually do our shading. I need the blue color that I use for shading. Hell yeah. Kowalski analysis. Well, sir, it appears that the fish is actually a Ketoneth. Did you know he doesn't actually say Kowalski analysis in the first movie? That comes from the TV show, I think. Hey, this is a tiny version of Finworm, Alan. I want you to have it. Ender King loses sanity to try and make a Rangiomorphin blender. YouTube. Want to see someone else doing Spec Evo art? Oh, hell yeah. I too tried to make a Rangiomorphin blender, and it went really badly. My tip for it is to make one little feather part and then set it to an array and use the little connecting code. I forgot what that's called to make it alternating reflection. I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I just gave up. Wow. Mr. Parasite Guy, you did get to see this stream. It is wonderful to have all my little homunculuses here. The bile waters or putrefied ducts. That sounds intriguing. Is that still the horror things? It is intriguing. Also, we're gonna be doing like our secret strategy for low resolution shading. So nobody judge too harshly. Low resolution shading. I love low resolution shading. I had a whole little art project back when I thought I could code a video game before I gave up on that. And one of the main things that I did was shade like this. It is very fast and it is surprisingly easy to do. Just kind of make shapes, like geometric shapes. And it goes pretty fast, all things considered. Actually, let's go like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And then we can also take this and shade the eye a bit. Make it a square. Like that. That's fantastic. Take that, make it a straight line. Beautiful. See, now what we can do is we can lower the multiplier to like 50% or something. And then we can do our highlight layer. Shade. Always name your layers so that you don't make mistakes like I'm about to. Light. And now I normally like to do overlay with a yellow color. So now I go and pick my yellow color. Wondrous. And I can sort of blop, blop, blop. Is that too much focus on the nose? No, that's good focus. Not too much. Boop. Boop. There, now it is shiny. That is wonderful how shiny that is. Or is it too shiny? That seems fine. That seems like a good amount of shininess. Put there, and then I'll do like a little bit there, I think. We lower that to like 25, maybe. That is okay. Not the best. What if I take it and go over its forehead like that? That is better. That helps the shape be defined a lot more. Go over the forehead, go like that. That is wonderful. I'm liking that. Now I need to go back to the shade layer real quick, and I just like narrate stuff. I just narrate things. That's what I do. I am a little narrator. Thank you all for being here, listening to my brain just say random nonsense while I badly color a picture. Oh, this is in the light layer anyways. There. Alright, I think this is more or less good for the first one. Actually, I want to go like this just to get some color. There. That looks very cutie pious. Now let me check our little friends. 2 words, geometry nodes. Yes, those are the words. Those are the words that I had meant when talking about Blender. Geometry nodes are evil, and my computer crashes so many times trying to make these stupid plant-like devices, and I'm about to do it to myself all over again. Also, your autism insists that you use numbers directly taken from scientific papers. Oh no. Lux was just, when I taught Lux how to use Blender, in the terrible way that I do it, that's the first thing they did as well, but with an enantiornithine. Homunculi. Yes, Mr. Parasite Guy, that is absolutely how I pronounce it. The spec thingy, the chat is delayed. The chat is delayed indeed. My Wi-Fi is not good enough to not have it be delayed. You've been putting together an idea for a Morphogen-inspired editor for a Spec Evo fan game, or a Spec Evo game. Interesting. Mind if you use, like, all the Scum Age creatures as tests? Oh, go right ahead. Most of them are just, like, my interpretations of stuff. Like, most of them just are things. Like, the one is just Dickinsonia, but I drew a picture of it. Like, you go right ahead. Mr. Parasite Guy, did you know you do not like this one fish because he said incest to a crab instead of rescued to a recused? Am I dyslexic? I am not sure. Mr. Clean the Fish. Either way, the fish is fishing. Andrew is sick. That is unfortunate. My brother is also sick. I hope you get better soon. I have my fingers crossed that I don't get sick as well, but I very much might. I very much might. Alright, let's go and do our last layer, the texture. I'm not sure if I do want to texture these, but we might as well try. Where's the texture that I like to use? Is it texture big or is it texture floor? Stamp floor? I think it's stamp floor. Let's make it huge. Okay, so that's that one. What is that? Oh, that's the tail. So that's texture floor. What about texture big? Oh, I don't like that. I think texture floor is gonna be our go-to here. What I do is I go in with the black, then I go in with the white, and then we go to overlay. And now we have a nice little texture. We move that down to 50. Very nice. And also, I think I'm gonna edit this on the little fin, like that. That is very polite. Alright, now if we get rid of the guide, actually I'll name this base. That is our first little guy. Unless, should the lines be a different color? Let's test this. Group, quick clipping group. Line. Let's see if we can make this look good. Now we're learning all the cartooning secrets. We must learn cartooning secrets. If I make the line very dark green, what happens? That actually looks very nice. That actually looks very nice. In fact, I'm going to take the color and I'm going to put the eye the same color. Oops, that's the wrong. Ooh, what? Oh, this is the eraser. That would explain that. Oh, it's because that's set to 50. Give me the actual color. Heck, what layer is this? There. Give that. And now I need the shade layer. Gonna erase that. erase that, and then I want the color back, because we're just cheating with this a little bit. We are just doing a little bit of trolling, a little bit of cheating. Get this to look nice. And then I want to take the shade away from there. Oh, that is magnificent. That is beautiful. Look at the boy go. Or look at the they them fish go. Exobiotica, you can't draw environmental spaces. Understandable and relatable. I hate doing it. I don't like doing it. I can never make it look right. So I just kind of avoid it. And honestly, you can work a lot with just avoiding things. Focus on the kind of art you like to do, and you will find yourself getting better a lot faster and in a lot better of a mood. I'm a native English speaker, right? Yes. You're always interested how first name of your nickname, Azek, is interpreted. Your intent was to Oh! Ezek. Asek. Asek. That makes sense. That makes sense. With the context, that is spelled phonetically. That is interesting. I like that. Thank you for letting me know. The finworm is so angy. It's just a little angy guy. Moose Soup 13. First time saying something in the chat. Hello, darling. Hello. Oh, my series is cool. Guys, did you know this? They think the series is cool. I really appreciate it. T-Girl Rap Buddy. Yes. What are my thoughts on uranium-235 plus WD-50 sandwiches? A picture of me with suspiciously uranium-235 plus WD-50 sandwich-shaped mouth. Do the angel shrimp fin wormish thing next. Okay. That is a good one to do. What do finworms taste like? I imagine that finworms taste really good, but they have like the dumb skeleton that is like all around them and all their muscles are attached to. So I imagine if you cooked it properly, you could get the bones to fall out, or you would just like bite it like a monster and then just spit out the bones like they're watermelon seeds. But I would imagine that it tastes something along the lines of like a fish. They're probably sweet. To my understanding, fish that eat algae and things are sweet. Yeah. What do I think of thylakocephalia? Let's go to Google. Oh, look, it's the YouTube chat that we're in. Oops, I can't open a new tab in that because I'm smart. Let's spell it properly. Thylakocephala. Oh, it's these. I love these. They're so cute, and I wish they were still alive. They actually... This reminds me of a little story. We're gonna go on... Ooh, this is cool. We're gonna do a little story time. So they kind of reminds me of ostracods, the seed shrimp. The first time I saw an ostracod as a child was at the beach in Massachusetts, and I was digging a hole in the sand, like children do. Can't tell me I wasn't a normal child. I was just digging a hole, and then there was just little ostracods in the sand. And then I was like, oh no, there's like little shrimp things. Let me pour water in. And then they got so disoriented from crawling through the damp water to being in the water that I think they like stress died or played dead. And then that scarred me for life because I had no idea what they were. I thought I stumbled across some like alien creatures or just like sickly deformed little scuds. And it like it threw me off so hard that I just did the kid thing where I just got so scared that I just stopped doing it and then walked over somewhere else to do something else and pretended like nothing was wrong. But that's what they remind me of, and imagining them just floating in the open ocean, just like grabbing little planktons out of the water is really cool. You need to get to work on your arthropod, Seed World. What kind of arthropods? Hell yeah. Seed Worlds are awesome. I am okay, chat. Secret time. Secret. This isn't a spoiler, but secret. I am planning a mini series, which I put a lot less effort into, regarding Spec Evo, about informational videos for like making better Spec Evo, and I want to slowly build up to actual complicated things. So the first episode of the Guide to Better Spec Evo is just going to be like a short little lesson on character design. And I am very excited to start it, and I think one of the main goals is that I want to interview basically someone else in the Spec Evo sphere for every little episode, and just have them talk about something they're like a little expert in. And in the first episode is going to be about character design. I'm going to talk about like Kiki and Boba and shape language basically. And as each episode is made, it's going to like add on more and more difficult things. I don't know how much I am actually going to do with this, but I think it's going to be a fun way to like really give back to like the little Spec Evo community that exists. That's my noise. That is my noise that I make. What is a Rangemorph? Rangemorphs are like the Charnia and things. The little alternating shapes from the Ediacaran. 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 All the arthropods. Well, Enter King, if there's all the arthropods, you gotta get some big Tenebrianid beetles for me. Gotta have the dunes inhabited by the slightly larger than normal Tenebrianids. It shall be grand, it shall be legendary. Their babies will fight for the death in the soil the one time it rains enough to support their babies in the last, like, 10 years. Aw, goodbye, friends. Go to sleep if y'all need to. It is already getting late where I am, so go to sleep if you need to. Don't feel bad. This is going into the streams playlist if you ever want to watch it at any other time. I actually remembered to do the setting to where the live chat stays when you rewatch it, so that's fun. You know the Erebus Minecraft mod? I do not. You named the seed world Erebus because the idea is also to make a giant insect planet. That's cool. Hot take. The way that they added in Minecraft, the way that it kills you in Minecraft, the way that they added lightning bugs, whatever, fireflies, that's what people normally call them. The way they added fireflies makes me actually mad because every other arthropod in Minecraft is inexplicably giant except for the fireflies. It makes me mad. Like, why did they ruin the weird trend where it's like the bee is fucking enormous, the silverfish is fucking enormous, the spider is fucking enormous? Why is the firefly normal size? Scream. Oh yeah, Water Type Forevers. If you all start making Spec Evo projects, we could maybe get interviewed. That's true. The plan is basically to write my short little episode, maybe like 8 minutes long or something, and then like give it to the person I want to interview, and then make like a little slideshow of their own art and talk about it in like a podcast style back and forth a little bit. So it'd sort of be like a few minutes of like, here's the lesson, and then me talking with a random stranger about it. I think it could be fun. Reduced to 1 pixel. Hi, hello, hi, Dice Snail Fb. Dice Snail Fb. Mr. Parasite Guy, you will go to sleep. GIF of comic dog from the yeah, the hypnosis gif. Which one did we want to draw next? The angel catcher and the other thing. Yeah, let's do that. Oops, not you. Base. Now this one, I want to do them together, so I'm just going to name this one Angel Catcher. And actually group. Quick group. Angel Catcher. We will name this one Sketch. And we will also get a line. I hope we all enjoy how I type with like 4 fingers entirely. I will not be changing this. It is evil, it is cursed, but it is the way that I am. Me explaining my gender pronouns. Cursed idea just hit you for the arthropod sea world, a spider species that's scientifically called genus name Spider Mom represent. I hate Vriska so much. Vriska Circuit is so terrible, and the worst part is that Vriska Circuit is one half of my like singular, unironic, like multiple media ship. I think Vriska Circuit and Greg Heffley would be the ultimate pairing, and no one can convince me otherwise. Like, Greg Heffley is just enough of a loser to where Vriska would, like, adore him forever. And then Vriska is a girl. So Greg Heffley would absolutely adore that, and they would conquer both realities. I swear to God, these two nasty, evil, terrible 13-year-olds would destroy the world if they joined forces. I swear it. Make art of the lapis saucer as a croissant. There. That's there. There you go. And then there's the pie tin. Croissant. I do think I want this to be more of a dynamic angle, so I'm gonna go like this. It is shaped like a bowler hat. And then I want it to be looking with his dumb little eyes. Then we do the little cross section. That is not centered at all. Holy heck, Sedge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can go wave, wave, wave. Actually, no. The front is held stiff, and then there's wave, 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 wave. That looks actually terrible. Okay, let me... That is almost better. We will figure something out. I don't really like the angle on this at all. There, now it's looking over there. And now I can draw the little flutter. Yeah. Whoop. There's those 4. And there's 2 like this. Me struggling to draw my OC that I made up. I don't know about this, chat. I'm not sure. I mean, this could work. Should we have the tentacles retracted or just like open? I'm not sure what I'm feeling. They should add giant millipedes to Minecraft. That would be so cute. I love the giant millipedes, especially if it was like one of the millipedes shaped like this. Yeah. Yeah, one of the pill millipedes. It's just like a square. Perfect square. That would be so adorable. Moose soup, good. Inspiration is good. What was my favorite TV channel growing up? Alright, well, we are going to go into the world's worst tangent possible, because my favorite TV channel as a kid was 4Kids, and this is because I found it absolutely fucking enchanting. You are me. Imagine you are the little overweight white boy and you like dinosaurs. You don't wake up early enough in the morning on Saturday to watch Dinosaur King. So you try as best as you can to wake up early to watch Dinosaur King from the beginning, because I love Dinosaur King. And what did I see the first time I woke up early enough to watch Dinosaur King? The show that was on before Dinosaur King. Viva motherfucking Pinata. An absolute fever dream of a television show which has nothing to do with its source material. Viva Pinata is a place or an Xbox game where you take care of a garden and the wild animals are pinatas. But what is the TV show about? These nasty, strange characters that are all bastards to each other, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's just the most surreal piece of media that is just overly colorful and frightening and has really shitty 3D animation. And I thought 4Kids was just completely just enthralled my brain. That's a long story. It was awful, and I loved every second of it. Amen. Okay, I'm liking the side profile on the Lapisaucer more. And I'm liking this sort of look to the face. That's cute. That's pretty cute, I think. Mr. Parasite is kidnapped in a locked closet. Good. That means your kidnappers can't escape the closet either. But your brother bought Sign and the Millipedes came today. Bought Sign? I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, they would probably never do that since the armadillo looks too much like that. What if they made an evil millipede that pretends to be an armadillo? Bam. Actually, you know what I want in Minecraft the most? I want a snake. I want a snake, and it should have a head and a long body, and the body have no articulation whatsoever. That's what I want in Minecraft. I want a snake. A snake with no articulation. What is with Zooble that makes me ever crush on Zooble? God forbid a bitch thinks NBs are nice. Basically, I like the character. I like the way that Zooble is written. I am enchanted by the way that Zooble looks. It's just very interesting. And I like to imagine that if I was in the digital circus and I didn't feel so good, that Zooble would be nice to me like Zooble is caring for Gangle. Did you like the glorious fever dream known as Dinosaur King? Of course I did. You bet your sweet Bippy. I love Dinosaur King. I really liked Fossil Fighters as a kid, and I found out about Dinosaur King around when I first got Fossil Fighters, so I just pretended it was the Fossil Fighters TV show. And some of my dinosaur characters from this originate from drawing the chibi versions of the Dinosaur King characters. Notably this one. Yeah. I love Dinosaur King. In retrospect, it's kind of a terrible show, and it does have all of the exact same voice actors as the Pokemon TV show, which only made it seem even more like a ripoff of Pokemon. Oh, jumping spiders are so cute. I love jumping spiders. Viva Pinata is the hardest game in the entire world. I have an Xbox for the sole purpose of playing Viva Pinata, and I am serious when I say it is like the most difficult game I have ever played. It is so frustrating and so evil. It exists to be an inconvenience, and you like can't play it without the wiki being constantly open. Like, there's a gameplay function where the NPC like walks up and starts like talking about stuff, and it's like, first of all, you have to listen to her. Second of all, she could just make up bullshit. She can just be like, "Oh, did you know that if a goobar eats a bluebell, it turns blue?" And then you do that, and it's like nothing fucking happened. You just lied to me. She lies like half the time. Unreliable narrator. Wait, a Tumblr user played it. I'm basically a fake Tumblr user. all my friends were on Tumblr, so I know like a bunch of the Tumblr isms, but I barely have used Tumblr. I have a Tumblr. I have barely used it though, and I don't like how Tumblr works. This feels really terrible. I'm not liking how this drawing is turning out. You know what I just realized? This looks like the blue form of Jake the dog from Adventure Time. Oh, it really does. It looks like Warren Ampersand from Adventure Time. Holy moly. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's not enough. 6, 7. Ah. Yeah. What games do I play? I have a very specific taste in video games, and it's kind of unfortunate. The only games that I really play are Path of Titans, Minecraft, old Pokemon games, and Fossil Fighters. Specifically, Fossil Fighters Champions. Represent. I found out how to emulate Fossil Fighters Champions, by the way. I thought about making this stream just playing Fossil Fighters Champions, but I decided that I should be at least a little bit productive. I did an application for work today, and I'm afraid for like a new job because I don't like. I believe it or not, you bitch does not like cleaning piss and shit off of toilets all day. That's what I do. But I had a new little pre-recorded interview today, and I hope that it went well, because wouldn't it be cool if I could be an art teacher? Wouldn't that be the coolest thing in the world? What's my favorite app / website? YouTube. Actually, speaking of YouTube, so y'all have been around here long enough to know that I have like the world's worst Quirk Chungus personality. You want to know where it came from? Like, genuinely where my entire personality comes from? Because I am so impressionable as a child, apparently, that my entire personality comes from two of my closest friends. Gnar, who was voiced in a cartoon for me before, and then Lux are like the main foundations of my personality aside from this, but everything else is entirely foundationally based on fucking Jaltoid, the YouTubers Jaltoid. If y'all know Jaltoid Media or listen to their most recent podcast, that animated podcast, they are where my personality comes from. I watched them a little too much as a teenager, became obsessed, and then adopted every single one of their fucking mannerisms. And also, my little character down there in the corner, that's the same program that they use. I asked Jaltoid, Jemmy and Jalton, what program is that lets you have a little talk sprite? And they told me, and they're like, it's $12, it's honk, it's very cool. And then I was like, whoa, no way, I want to get that. And then I did. And that's the end of my story. Oh, I should probably read things. My favorite Fossil Fighters characters are Hippacrosaurus and Anatotitan and Tyndalosaurus and Lambeosaurus. Amen. Well, you should maybe play T-Mod Loader, because Calamity is a really good mod. It adds content back. Oh, this is Minecraft. That makes sense. Making sure to spoil like it. Ooh, I don't really use mods in Minecraft. I tried to a little bit. Also, I just don't have time to play Minecraft anymore. I spend like all of my free time doing aliens or doing other art projects. That looks fine. I spend like all of my time doing that. And other than that, I just have like a little bit of time that I give myself to like play video games or be chill. Otherwise, I'll just like start crying and dissolve into acid. Actually, I'll draw those later. Look at this absolute cutie pie. Yeah, let's get a big wiggly, because it has like a little periscope head. That's nice. Sometimes when you're struggling with line art, you just need to do like a big confident line and then everything looks fine. YouTube's the only one you use? Iconic. I really just use Instagram way too much, and then I use YouTube. Opinions on Rain World. That is a game that looks really cool, and I love how it looks, and I love how it is, but it is just not something that I would be able to enjoy. I would get way too gamer mad, and then never want to touch it again. I have the Scott Pilgrim video game, and I love it. I love the art. I love the gameplay. I love everything about it, but I'm too bad at video games to play the Scott Pilgrim video game. I can't beat it. I can't. I can't beat Gideon Graves. Moose Soup had the first Fossil Fighters on DS as a kid and made it up until like 2/3 of the way through. Got stuck in the late game fight. Oh no. You should. Fossil Fighters is great. Fossil Fighters is one of my favorite things. I think it has like the best battle system in any game. Like, I would say it is better than Pokemon because it is so much more streamlined. And Fossil Fighters Champions altered the battle system in such a perfect way. Gonna try and get one of those stickers and do a Conic Crawler sticker next. I did mean to make a Conic Crawler one. I was planning on doing like the little fucking macaroni thing. What is it called? The one that looks like that. The one that looks like this, but times 4. Yeah, this one. I wanted to put this one on like the yellow leaf, and then do like the spiky guys. Yeah, that was the idea. I might do that one next. I know what my characters are called. I know things. Oh, T-Mod Loader is short for Terraria Mod Loader. I've heard things about Terraria. I don't think I would ever play it, mostly just because, like, I feel like I like the games that I already like. And I don't like learning new games. I like mastering things that I already know. Which is not like the most productive thing in the world, but that is the way that I am. And the way that I am never going to learn animation in Blender. This is nice. Okay. Confident strokes, friends. Confident strokes. Give us what we want. If we just do big, confident, smooth, long strokes, not too long, then everything will go perfectly and nothing bad will ever happen. There, that's fine enough. Whee! I had to lock in with that. I really did. Okay, now let me delete the sketch. Or not delete it, but remove it. Alright, so I need this to be down lower to look great. Get rid of this. These points converged too similarly. There. I think that's nice. Yes. How wonderful. It will be so wonderful. That's a little cute guy. I should probably have art at some point. Like, it normally looks like this. Like, they normally look like that. And I just, like, never draw them like that because it's hard to draw them in an interesting way when it just looks like a spaceship from cross section. But eventually at some point I will maybe. Exobiotica is going to make an exobiology wiki. If you do make a wiki for this project, you should totally call it the Lapis Exobiology Project. Because I only call it exobiology because the YouTube title only shows so much, and I wanted to make sure the episode title actually shows. Bob is addicted to several fun games. Hell yeah. Hello. Oops, I accidentally got rid of the live chat. Come back there. I don't like the way that this part looks, so I'm going to try this. That looks better, I think. All right. I think that's nice. I think that is looking pretty fair. Now we got like a little bit of details going on. So it looks more interesting than it did before. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now I want to make this little guy. Wee. Whoa, it's so designed. It has so many shapes. This thing actually has way too many shapes. Oh, I can't simplify this. I can like do a ball right here. And then like its head. I wanted to only do ones with faces, but everybody really likes the what's it called? It's the Blackberry character. The paralytic cluster. Everybody loves that one, and I don't really know why. But you know what? We stan. We stan. And so I need to make one of that. For sure. And then we hold up. Go like that. That's nice. And then we do the other ones. They look like little butter knives. And then we add our little curly cues. And then that's more or less it. Then we do the secret thing. Where it looks more high definition than it actually is. Yes. That's my secret technique. That's a patented secret technique right there. I think this wing needs to be more out there. There. I feel like this is okay. But now this wing needs to be somewhere else. There. Now we can add an effect layer so that we can add like the little swishing wings. Whoop, whoop. I don't like that. It's very important that you make these noises. I feel like that's pretty doable. There. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Alright, let's bring... Not you. Let's bring the logo. Copy the logo. Place it again. And then instead of water cow finworm, it needs to say... Angel catcher. And now I can move the logo to fit. You know what, let's just keep it there. And then I'm actually going to move the character down like this. And then move the effects along with it. And then move the... I'm going to move this down as well. I'm like so locked in right now. I am so incredibly locked in. Right now we can move that up. Both of them. You can hug the text pretty close. And then the effect we can move up as well. And these ones can move like that. Perfect. I mean, not really, but what are you gonna do? Let me... Can't really put it there. Actually, I can do that. Because I can move this a little bit higher over here. And then I can move the effect as well. And then we can just get rid of the effect. How did it go? Some like this. That's fine. Now we can just get rid of this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to redraw those. Beep! Yes, beautiful. And then I'm actually going to get rid of these because that draws too much attention. And now we can move this whole layer, and we've done it. Genius. There. Now we save. Genuinely thought the paralytic cluster was a Rain World reference. Interesting. I've only seen a little bit of Rain Worlds. Is that the like flower thing with the vines that comes out of it that you're talking about, Enderkang? Maybe. Any chance the lapis saucers were inspired by Nope? The narration for them really makes me think the similarities were intentional. I don't know what that is. The lapis saucers come from a drawing that I made years and years ago. Some of the other characters in the new episode are also in that drawing. It's somewhere on my Instagram a real long time ago. But the lapis saucer was just supposed to look like a UFO. It was just a way to make a radial creature, and I was like, what if it looks like a UFO? Because it's an alien. You can use the angel sea nut as a chef because he spreads butter 8 times faster. Yes. Butter knife wings. Bob the Blob has messages retracted for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Maybe if you just spell things weird, then it's like, oh, you're a baby. Undoes. Zoink, Scoob! I don't think we're getting out of this one. Andrew, any recent scientific news you're interested in? For me, it's that prototaxites might not be fungi and that vertebrates evolved from four-eyed ancestor. That's true. Those new things are very interesting. The prototaxites, I feel like I got to be extra invested in before everyone else, because Julia, I think her name is Julia. I don't remember people. Another T girlie did a presentation on them, and that was a big part of the presentation, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And I listened to the whole thing on YouTube somewhere, some sort of museum or something's YouTube channel, and it was really cool. And if I remember who that was, I will to let everyone know. Otherwise, the Halongdongyi is beautiful, an iguanodontian with little hairs on it. The conclusions that the paper came to after I read it, I don't really think they're quills. I think they're just like stiff hairs, like a lot of animals have. Like so many of them are so tiny that I don't think they would even be prickly. I think they're just like wiry little hairs. But it is really cool that it even exists. And my favorite part of Halong Dongyi is that it has the Calindrodromia scales on the top of its tail. It's a dinosaur. Let me draw it for all you who don't know. It's a dinosaur, and its tail. Where? Oh, there. Here's its tail. And it's funny because his leg is down here, and then this is how dinosaurs are shaped. But it has like, it just starts having scales. Then it has scales like this. And it's just so interesting how they have scales like that, like little armored bits. Because Calindrodromias also has this, but in like a different way where it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like that. And the reason that I find this so interesting is because there are theropods that have their tail scales known. Concavenator, I feel like everyone focuses on the possibility of it having quill knobs on its arms, that people don't realize Concavenator also has very interesting scales. Concavenator has scales like this on its tail. And then there's little scales up here. And does that mean that the carnivores had their scales at the bottom and the herbivores had the scales on top? That's just an interesting way to differentiate them, if that's true. It's fascinating to me. Anyways, let's get the color in. Let's get the color in. We've been distracted for a little bit too long. But first I need to read more. Haha. Nope is a horror movie where there's a UFO. However, spoilers chat, spoilers for Nope. It's actually an airborne radioland. Oh, it's like made of like reflective metal type shit, right? I think my mother watched that, where it just like floats around in the sky and then envelops people. The Rot on the Brain Worlds. I'll have to look that up later. I know I'll get distracted if I go on Google Images. Am I going to make a creature that's a sort of an urchin or living mace? Yeah. You're just gonna have to wait until the next episode part, unless things like the octanguoped counts, like this thing. Whoa, I'm so good at drawing the character. Eh, eh, eh. It has like spikes on it. That almost counts. But there are some new octanguopeds in the future that I think fit that role. Half demon. I always love the concept of using the visual processing ganglia of jumping spiders as a base for a multi-lobed brain. It's fun to think about. It is fun to think about. It is so interesting. Yeah, the Nope UFO has the exact hunting behaviors of the Lapisaur. Whoa! That's so funny. The original Lapisaucer, the Lepiscus, there it is. It's a hooded nudibranch, but also a jellyfish. It's not a very complicated design. Like it's kind of really obvious once you know what things it is supposed to be, I feel. But I like it. I like it. I think it does what I set out to do with it, and I think a lot of alien designs are overly complicated to the point where they stop looking realistic. If that makes sense, because if you look at animals, especially aquatic animals, they're just so streamlined that they look fake. Like if you look at like even in paleo art and stuff, you'll see things like whales and dolphins just kind of like look like this. It just like look like that. They're just simple. Like they're completely smooth. And even in paleo art of like ichthyosaurs, they should be like that too. Things like ichthyosaurs, they a lot of them should just be completely smooth like that. Especially since we have skin impressions of a lot of them that show that they were smooth like that. Like this sort of just shape. But a lot of times you'll see people like draw art of them and they'll do like the dumb thing where they don't know how reptile eyes work and they draw like a fish eye and then they just like do stuff like this that makes me mad. That's not even. I can't even do it in a parody sense because I'm so based brain and I go haha ichthyosaur. Yeah. The fact that I specifically called it a spectacle, and that's the term everyone in No prefers the UFO with. My mother has watched that, assuming I am thinking of the same thing. I sort of half watched it. It was not intentional, but that is interesting that it overlaps like that. Bob the Blob kept saying flail, or you kept saying mace but meant flail. I get ya. Dolphins have giant brains. You know who else has giant brains? My Pinar. I'm so smart. Um. Okay, it's color time. It is coloring time. Let's get the colors going. I think I don't want to color drop the Labiscus. I'm just gonna start coloring. Ooh, yeah. This is like playing those DS games where you just like copy the line and then it does something in the game you're playing. I used to have a bunch of those games. Those Battle of Giants Dinosaurs, whatever. That game sucked, but it was there's something about just seeing the end parts of a game that most people wouldn't see that feels so successful even if the game was shit and terrible. And there was no reason to actually play it because the whole game was just tracing lines on a DS, but still. Group. Quick group. I'm going to take a sip of my little energy drink that I gave myself, which I don't normally have, and I keep not talking words, keeping mostly silent. When I could have been doing this the whole time. The fish face from the front meme. Oh my god. Love that. Cetaceans are kind of funny because it's like, Frick, go back. Command Z, go back to Dictolic. But it was not complete. Alas, it was not complete. Moose Soup, so you have no money to spare right now. Real same. But please tell me the title of this stream is accurate and these will be merged. Hopefully. Like, here's one that I finished. Hopefully they will be stickers that look something like this. And yeah, I'm hoping that everything turns out. My Moira Lux, who was in the beginning of the stream, has a printer that can print stickers. So we are currently looking toward getting little silly little stickers of some of the characters. Yeah. I really want to make like dumb little plushies and like dumb little shirts, but I genuinely have no money. I like genuinely have no money. You missed a spot on the art? I bet I did. Where did I miss? Oh no. You know what? We're just gonna accept that we did miss a spot. Oh wait, I wonder if we missed a spot here. Oh, there. There. We did it! We did it, chats! Yeah, I did just meow. What are you gonna do? You can't tell trans women not to do that. Kind of want to think about Spec Evo for a nanomachine worlds. That's interesting. Imagine how different that would be. Picture of that Futurama episode. It's a Trilobot. Battle of Giants Dinosaurs. Yeah, that one too. Hell yeah. I have like the Battle of Giants Dragons was probably the best one because it actually had a battle system. Um Sometimes you fight things like a phone booth. Yes, I love fighting the bus was one of my favorites. Because I had a bunch of little kids' books that were always like, and this was half the size of a school bus. Because you got to relate to the American children since they don't know what units are. Um, t-shirt of bootleg Dickinsonia, and it just says Isomeria. That'd be fantastic. Someone gave me $2. Thank you so much, Half Demon. Mwah, mwah. This is my little smooch. Mwah. I need to make sure that I can actually receive that. I will have to remember to do that. Thank you so much. Nobody's ever given me monies before. My trap ass is gonna maybe cry about this now. I appreciate you all. Making shitty cartoons. That's what I do. Wait, there was actually a spot that I missed. You were trying to lie. There's always a spot, though. There's always a spot. I always fuck something up. It is impossible not to. Eh, eh. I wish that I had, like, one of the weekdays off. I get so... Other people are home. I have family home, and some of my family doesn't like that I'm transgender. So I just kind of default to, like, my regular speaking voice. Well, granted, this isn't my regular speaking, but would we like to hear my regular speaking voice? Would we like to hear me cis-maxing? It's evil. But basically, like, other people are home on the weekends. I can't talk as the way that I would prefer to. Alright, I'm gonna cis-max. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to hear how cursed and evil this is? Because I haven't talked like this since I was in, like, high school. The early college. Sup, guys? 6'7". Am I right? I can't even say anything. What should I say? You missed the game last night? Who talks like this, man? I certainly don't. Oh, this is so evil to hear. Tell me when the stream ends and I'll remind you. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Half Demon. If you need to go before then, don't worry. I got you. I got you. Mwah. Mwah. That's me going like this. Mwah. And then it's a finworm. Yeah. That's me going mwah. It's a stupid drawing. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I've been doing a lot of doodling for the next episode of the Aliens project, and I have like a new favorite one. One of the hotcake finworms. One of the hotcake finworms of the future basically just looks like this. And I think it's just so funny looking. It looks like a Mario character. That's the wigglies, and it has a tail, and it's just got like a shell on it. This is like my new favorite one. It just looks dumb. Oh, it's so dumb. Oh wait, I forgot the most important part. It has spikes. It has spikes on the tentacles, and they're like big and long, and there's armor on them. But I just love this thing. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good when we all get to see it fully rendered. By the way, regarding Erebus Spakivo, Ant Sophon. That's Ant Sophons is interesting. Now I gotta ask a follow-up question. Is it all of the ants or just the queens? I am interested. Did you know that, Andrew says, did you know that if the four-eyed thing is true, then that means that the parietal, I'm so good at reading, eye actually evolved from an actual eye and that the pineal gland is a modified eye in our brains? I suspected such, but I didn't really put two and two together. That's interesting. There's no such thing as shitty cartoons. Only cartoons. Yeah, I said that like a Star Wars quote. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He could heal everyone except for himself. Is this Kandy isn't real? She can't hurt you. Sis Kandy eggs died long ago. Actually, who wants to hear a story? Who wants to hear a real gay story? Do I want to tell this? Yeah, I do. So I denied that I was trans for a very long time because I knew it would make my life harder and it would make my family not like me anymore. Lo and behold, that's mostly true. But when I was like 20, I think, I'm 27 now. When I was like 20, I had a dream. And in this dream, I was just putting on random clothes in the morning like you do on a Saturday where it's just like a lazy day. Just put on whatever you have. You don't really think about it, but they were feminine clothes. And then I woke up crying and I cried for like 15 minutes. My fucking boy hormones let me cry for like 15 minutes. I went years without crying at that time. And that's what did it. Just realizing that if that is something I ever wanted to do, if something that felt that right and that okay was something that I wanted to do, I would have to ruin so many aspects of my life. And that isn't to say that transgenderism is going to ruin your life or whatever, but it was terrible. And that happened like right around the same time that COVID did, and I almost didn't make it out of COVID times. But now we have aliens. Now we have aliens. Now we unserious. Now we unserious. Pond scums. Be pond scums. Be pond scums. Hi. Hi. Love Spec Bio because you can be like, look at my OCs. Do not steal it. It's just a collection of cells or a worm in a puddle. You've heard of worm age. Get ready for worm in a puddle age. God, that's gonna be the next episode. Worm in a puddle. Yeah, they touch land, but I'm not gonna. It's not the way that you think it is. It's worm in a puddle. Okay, wait. Is in a nanomachine world technically there is induction charging, which means parts of the creature don't need to connect fully. Ergo, wheels, guns, and lasers. Interesting. I know that like bacteria can have cogs in them to make their flagella go. I wonder if it could be like that, but like on a larger scale. All the ants are sophonts. They're more democratic than the queen terminology might lead you to believe. Interesting. Are they like yellow crazy ants where there's like multiple queens? I am intrigued. Now I'm just thinking of what's the bug furry show called? God, I love bug furry show. Um what is it called? Why am I bad at remembering the show that I like? Okay, wait, fucking Syphodra. What is the bug furry show called? I don't know what mantises look like. What is the bug furry show called? Syphodra. This is a terrible drawing. Candy Eggs reveals that they don't know what mantises look like in 4K. Humans Be Gone. I almost got to voice one of the characters in the new episode, and I love Humans Be Gone. Um, Sticker question: how big are they? I'm thinking like 2 to 3 inches big. Probably more like 2.5 inches. I have these stickers. The drawings are really huge, so we can make them a lot smaller. The text might be hard to read if it's too small. Yeah, I should work out. I can edit it if need be, but I appreciate the input. Lux's printer prints at 600 DPI instead of 300, so it should be fine. But if push comes to shove, I can always change it. Spec Evo is currently just, this is Silicon Life and this is Boron Life. See them? Yeah, they hate each other. Octanguiped's first major land creatures trust. Ooh, or is it? I can't spoil anything. Wiggle like you life depends on it because it does. Yeah, wiggle your PNGs. Chat, can we wiggle our PNGs right now? Chatta, I need everyone to wiggle our PNGs. If we don't wiggle our PNGs, then I might die. Whee. Genuinely, like half the editing in the Aliens project is wiggling PNGs. It's kind of ridiculous how much of it is just wiggling the PNGs. Yeah, it's nice. That's nice. Now I can get the. As I just make gross noises into the microphone. I'm sorry. Now I grab the lighter color. Whee. They're fantastic. Actually, let me grab this. If I make this a solid color, I can make it look more like a Actually, I've gone about this in the wrong way. Okay, wait. Let's undo that. Actually, let's just okay. We're gonna do the head like this. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna do the edges of the fins. And then after we do the edges of the fins, we're gonna redo the darker blue color so it looks somewhat translucent like the regular art. Yes. Okay, I like that. I like that. And now we need to get a very dark blue color. Let's get like that. No, that's too dark blue. Actually, let's go for like a darker teal maybe. No, let's just grab that color. You, 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 and you. And now I'm going to add the line group, quick group. Make the line color, no. Make the line color this color. There, that's pretty. And now we go back to our colors. And now we're gonna get this blue color. And we're gonna do each eye. And then we're gonna do each eye like this. Or should it be like, should the glints be all facing the character? That could be interesting. Yes, that's cute. I like that. Time to check the chat again because we're good at balancing things. What's the day and month I hate the most? I don't really hate anything. February is when my birthday is, and I have not been in a romantic relationship in a very long time, so it tends to be one of my least favorite. But the day, I think Thursday is always the worst. Thursday is always the worst because there's a whole nother day afterward, and there's no like, the week's halfway over sort of thing. Like it's just you've been there too long at work. I have the weekends off. Thursday's the worst. Sticker? Nah, I prefer stick thems. Based. We stand Zooble. Zooble in this household. Base them off Australian jumping ants, interesting, but eusociality in general is democratic. The queen isn't higher in the hierarchy. Her wibbling is just prioritized. That doesn't mean she's in charge. Interesting. Ant. You shall write with me in the backgrounds. Have fun writing, half team man. Hell yeah, inspo. Inspo. Pond scum with the picture of an octopus. Beautiful. Moose is 26 now, been inconsistently on hormones. Hella. About 6 months. Goes like, you genuinely give me hope for the future. That is so darling. You are such a darling, my little scrunkly. My little scrunkly. I'm just trying to sound like Naja from What We Do in the Shadows, one of my favorite shows. Who is this stupid dumb baby? But that's nice. I hope you get more consistency. I use Folks, Folx, if where you live can do that. They're very nice. Love that a notable world building project is helmed by a T-girl. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! NBs unite! NBs unite! NBs unite! I don't know what Hell World is. Is that a different... An advertisement on my own video! Killing myself. Is Hell World another Spec Evo project? Can you send me the art and you'll do some iterations with the text? Iterations with the text? Oh, I see what you mean. No, I got it. Don't worry about me. These are just test designs anyways, and these texts can be editable. I have a non-destructive layer that I can edit at any time. So if there is ever an issue, I can change it all pretty quick. Aren't those tentacles not eyes? That is an excellent question. So there are tentacles on like the bases of the face. Like there are tentacles like here and here. But they invert out of its face. So like the actual tentacle can go like wow. Wow. It's based on sea angels. Yeah. But print is a soul-sucking industry. I literally applied to a print shop and then I didn't continue with it because they gave me one work day. Okay. So I applied to this place and I did everything. Apparently, their HR was trying to get a hold of me for like a week beforehand, but I didn't receive a single email. I didn't receive a single call. All I got was one call on a day where I was at my friend's wedding, on a day where I'm normally at work, which is one of the only things they had me fill out, was when are you at work? When is the best time for you to get a call from us? And when are you not able to get a call? In the middle of not able to get a call, they called me on Friday. They're not open on the weekend. So I can't call them back on the weekend, basically just being like, hey, one work day from now, on Tuesday, are you good to go in the morning? Like, okay, first of all, you know that I get off of work at 10:30 at night. Why would I be awake that early? Second of all, that is my birthday. They literally had me go in on my birthday. And it's like, that's one of the only things I gave you. That's one of the only things I gave you. And they just never called back. I called back on Monday like, hey, I would love to reschedule because why did you do it on my birthday and why is it that early? And they never called back. I called twice during the times that they were open, during the times that the person who called me was at work. And they never responded, so I just stopped thinking about doing that. Like, that just sucks. That's terrible. Um, Actually, I have a question for both me and chat. Since you're curious about other projects, do you consider cellular biology when making creatures? Maybe it's just me since my creatures aren't carbon. I don't know enough about chemistry or biochemistry or anything to talk about that. Um, I mostly just like character design and cartoons. And I really like thinking about morphology. I think is really interesting. So I just kind of do that instead of thinking about things that are too hard to think about, if that makes sense. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, undo that. Yeah, that's fine. I I just kind of ignore that for the most part. That's part of the reason why I just don't. It's not that I don't find it interesting, but it's just too much learning that I don't understand, and I don't want to confidently be wrong. Like the first episode, I was confidently wrong about a lot of stuff about space, and I don't want to do that. I kind of just want to say, here's my OCs. Aren't they fun and interesting? You know, I know Lux, my Moirail, kind of bashes me for not talking about like single cells or cellular biology at all. Um, but it's just not my thing, I guess. Like I made this project because I watched Biblaridian's Alien Biospheres, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if they talked about the Ediacaran and stuff? Wouldn't it be cool if that? And then I was like, wait, I can just do my own project, and then I did. uh, so I guess it's just sort of like up to the individual what they want to specialize in, because nobody can do everything, and the best parts of projects, I think, are the parts that people specialize in. What color do I even make this? It's like a purplish color. Yeah, it's nice. And then I can get like an orange. I'm gonna make it more orange. And then I can make like a red color. No, a yellow color. No. Actually, I'll just get this black color. No, I don't like that either. I'm just gonna do like that. There, that's nice. And then the wings are like a off-white color, so I can just do that. And then I can just get a pink for the bases of the wings. Oh yeah, and then the tentacles change color as they get longer, so. Like that, and then this I can get like a darker color. Actually, it's more of a pink color. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Alright, now I need the line color for this one to be different, so I'm gonna go for like a dark, this color. That's nice, but maybe more of a warm tone for parts of it. I'll just keep it blue. That's nice enough. I need my pink bag, so I can go like that. Beautimous. Okay. We can't get too lost in the weeds, though. So let's get our effect layer and change the color of you. So let's get this blue color. Let's recycle the blue. Perfect. Now we can invisify the back. And what we can do is we can look at the water cow and see we got a texture layer, the light and shade. So let's go. Let's go, baby. Shade. Light. And texture. Texture was on. Overlay. Light was on. Overlay. Shade is on. Multiply. Now we can get our dark color. Where is... There he is. Now we can add some shading. Oh god. Oops, that's the wrong layer. Move them down to color. There. Now we can go like this. Yes, shade that one because it's in the distance. Yes. Now let's kind of smooth that up. Add the little mouth. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. I am so like locked in right now. Oh yes. Okay. Now I can just kind of fill that in. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. You know what one of my favorite movies is, Chad? One of my favorite movies in this world is Raggedy Ann and Andy: A Musical Adventure. And I know that sounds like, ooh, what a fake fan. You just like the Digital Circus. No! I saw it on YouTube before TikTok or whatever gave it to everyone. It has been on YouTube for free for years. And I love that movie so much. Raggedy Ann is the cutest thing in the entire world and it makes me cry. Oh no, Bob. Yeah, the ads kind of suck balls. I think might have changed, or I don't know if I filled out the settings. It might just have the default amount of ads, which is too many. Too many. Oh gosh, I'm trying to. Funnily, the only thing in Erebus Spec Evo that you made public is a video about Aunt Sophon's conlang. Interesting! I am really bad at languages, so conlangs are like way above my pay grade, if you will. Their concept of gender is derived from caste. Interesting! God, that was an obnoxious noise I just made. Oh, you knew that? Just thought you were drawing the scrunched up tentacles, not the eyes. LOL! It's just a cutie pie, you know? Just a little cutie pie. Oh, print is the worst. They will do stuff like that just to see how far they can push you. That's terrible. I hate my major. I majored in graphic freaking design and print. That was such a bad decision. Half team, okay, hear me out. Solar towers with reflectors at their base that open up during the day to reflect more light onto the main tower's solar panels. Perfect for the machine plant. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Moose is also a February girly. Hell yeah. Actually, we're going to be embarrassing on live stream. A genuine tip for doing femme voices is to meow. So it's like I'm doing this. Now I'm back up here. I'm such a fucking dork. I believe in you, Moose. I believe in you. Flat Hamster Studios. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Started learning about chemistry. Do not recommend. I have probably just like read a million other things and just not noticed that it says Flat Hamster Studios. I do not recommend rabbit holing yourself that hard. My brain wants me to make my own nucleic acid. Terrible. Oh my gosh. I mean, it would be based if you did try and do that, but the structure projects from the direct sunlight and tint can allow panels to keep them from overheating. That would be such a cool, like, robotic plant. I guess it's not really robotic, but or is it? I don't know. I don't know what the definition of a robot is. Have I seen Bibluridian's new video? Have I seen it? I actually don't remember. Which one was Bibluridian's new video? I genuinely I knew about it. I don't remember if I saw it or not. Making cell bio is tough. Learned a lot about it through making your project, though. Hell yeah. I learned way too much about the ediacaran for my project. So it's based. Um. Da, 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 da. What do you mean humans be gone as a furry show? They aren't even anthropomorphic. I call it the bug furry show. I call it the bug furry show. I do. I like how they give human mannerisms to animals that are not shaped anything like people, and they give human expressions to these animals. I think it's really neat. I think it's neat. It's really cool. I wanted to be in the new episode so bad. Rev, Rev, please, let me be in the new episode, Rev, my darling. Hardest part of the acids was how life would store information. Complicated. I was about to narrow it down to silicon life using lattice structure and dopants. I don't know what that means, but that sounds cool and plausible. GIF of Mythbusters plausible sign hitting the ground. What's something that gives me nostalgia? That is an excellent question. Let me think about that. What's something that gives me nostalgia? VHS tapes. VHS tapes for sure. I used to always watch VHS. VHS is the VH best. I used to always watch VHS tapes of movies that I liked as a kid, and it is just so nostalgic to see like the grain and stuff on all sorts of media. I saw a video on Instagram of someone put The Amazing Digital Circus, because I just can't shut up about it now. They put that on VHS and it looked so amazing. I love the little, I don't even know what it's called, but just the way that it is when VHSs affect media, the way that it displays on the old TVs is just so pretty. Ah, I love it. Confident lines work every times. Actually, let's do like a fun geometric shape for the shading on this one. No one can tell us not to, you know? I don't like the geometric shape. I guess I'm the one telling me not to now. Maybe more like that. Yeah, I like that more, I think. And then I will add a little bit of shinies to this little guy. And I think that is good to go. These are both shinier characters, so I think I'm gonna go 50 for that. Shade. Turn it down to like 25. Hell yeah. Let me turn up the light more to like 75 maybe. Nah, I liked it at like 60, I think. Yeah, this is fire. Alright, now we just need texture. Man, I really should have been more productive today, but I mean, like, honestly, I just want to play Path of Titans and Fossil Fighters. Genuinely. What if we just started playing Fossil Fighters? What if that? What if we just did that? Yeah, this is cute. Actually, let me see how the texture looks when I put it above everything else. I think texture works better when it's above everything else. Let me grab the texture for the water cow sticker as well. Put you up above this. Did that even do anything? It did do something. Okay. All right, so here's our two stickers so far. We have the water cow finworm and the angel catcher. I feel like the angel catcher's body needs to have a different color. So let's try something with the line. Let's keep that layer. Let's go like this. What if we... No, that looks too foggy. What if we get this, the airbrush tool, and we just like make a real big, go like this. Okay, I like that. I do like that. And then what if we go here, grab this? No, that's too much. There, now it's glowy. I like that. I like that. Don't like that though. Let me... There, now it's more structured. I think that's cute. Okay, let's do the mouth. There. Oh, and this top part. I think that is adorable. And then let's add a little bit there as well. Yes. Okay. I like this. I like that. That's nice. Also, let me grab the light layer, move it down to 50. Maybe even less. 25. Let's try 35. I like that. All right, I think that's good. Except I do want to add one more thing. There we are. What if I add like an extra shiny? Didn't work. I'm gonna add another layer just to add the extra shine on the black part of the character. $25. I don't like that. Deletes. I do like that though. Should I put it over here? Okay, I think I just like the one half. Alright, that's doable. Okay, I need to look at things again. We just hear me mumbling for like 10 million years. Got a genetic sci-fi Selkie thing with multi-gender system. That's interesting. What do I think of the movie Coraline? The movie Coraline is one of my favorite movies, Andrew. Genuine style, one of my favorite movies. I love everything about it. It is a perfect film to me. There is no critique It is perfect. Everything they changed about the novella is perfect. Everything about the art is perfect. Everything about the writing is perfect. Everything about the voice acting is perfect. I love it. I love it so much. I can't even talk about it other than that. Like I can't gush anything useful. It's just I like this. Yay. Bob wonders what my 2D model would look like with the orange part removed. No, not my mouth! And then it just looks like Daffy Duck when he gets shot by the shotgun and his mouth gets removed. Oh, Fossil Fighters is a DS game, which is the greatest DS game ever made. And unfortunately, Animation's Jaden talked about it once, and then now the game is like 10 times more expensive than it was a couple years ago. It is a very wacky, very strangely written game about dinosaurs, and it kind of plays like Pokemon, but cool. Yeah. It has a very different system of combat, but it has type effectiveness. So it's a good comparison, I feel. Coolest part of your spec planet is that the crust is made out of a aluminium alloy, so at certain times and places the crust becomes liquid or metal and mud. That it disturbs my brain. I don't like that. Is that at like our consideration of room temperature, or is the planet like super hot or super cold? Exobiotica. Hi. Hi. Think it would be cool if you made one of those videos showing the different creatures where they live and giving some information about them by Anthony Payne. I've heard I've heard about them before. I don't want to get too distracted, but I've heard about them before, and now I can't remember where. Fossil Fighters mentioned. Fossil Fighters always. My favorite Fossil Fighters is Hippacrosaurus. If anyone actually... Oh my god, I want to get distracted so bad. I have all of the Fossil Fighters Champions characters, like the Vivasaurs, on my computer right now. I have a Blender file with all of them. And actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? Photoshop stuff. That's not what I wanted. I think it's in Blender files. Blender stuff. You know what? I am tired of sitting still. I want to go do something else. So we're going to look at Fossil Fighters for a sec. We're going to do it. Because I need to show something. Because Hippacrosaurus in Fossil Fighters is one of my favorite characters. And there is an error in its model. And it pisses me off to no end. To know that there is an error in the character's model. Let me see. We need to go find them. Wee. I love this game so much. The Hippacrosaurus has a fucking a polygon. That's what it's called. It has a polygon which is only viewable from one side when it is supposed to be viewable from both sides, and I didn't notice for the longest time, and now it bothers the shit out of me. There you are. View. Frame selected. Where's frame selected? Whoosh. Oh, frame selected. There it is. Okay, see this, everyone? See this beautiful Hippacrosaurus right here? The closest thing we have to Corythosaurus in this game? This is invisible. It is only viewable from one side, and it is not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be. Like, if we view it like this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to look wireframe. These couple polygons are not visible. What? Ah! It makes me so upset. Like it's evil. Ah! Anyways, yeah. Fossil Fighter. Look at them all lined up, all cutie pies. Oh god, they're all invisible. I love this game. I love this game so much. It's so cute. Look how shaped it is. Look at it from above. It's so cute. Oh my god, they're so adorable. Ah! I'm gonna start crying now. Look at they're now I've just evolved into making monkey noises. I hope we all enjoy this. I hope we're all having a great time. Another one of my favorites is the Anata Titan, which is now Edmontosaurus annectens. Just like look at it. It's just a little guy. It's just a little duck thing. And Lambio, I love Lambio too. Oh my god. Wait, why are its eyes so HD? Most of the characters don't have that HD of textures. Lambio. Lambio, the goat. The goat Lambio. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, I've made enough obnoxious noises into the microphone. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna interact with you all darling little cherubs, and then I need to go eat food because I'm hungry. I am also hungry. What's my experience with transphobia? When I came out on Instagram, a bunch of my darling friends were very, very nice to me and saying things like, "Oh, I love you, I'm so proud of you," and then a couple random people. Well, I should say I lost like 100 followers on Instagram, which is not important, but like it happened. Um, a lot of people started to get really mad at me for not drawing paleo art anymore, and it's like, bitch, I'm employed. I don't know what to tell you. But there was one person in particular who just commented, hoping I wouldn't know what it was. The acronym for "You will never be a real woman," and then they put a heart after it to try and get me to like it. And then I just said you're ugly, and then they blocked me, which I appreciate. But that's most of my experience. Like I live in a very uh what's it called? Conservative area, unfortunately. But honestly, it's been a lot nicer than I kind of thought it would be. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I wear makeup and just dress how I dress, and then people look a little confused for a minute and then just go on with their day. Which is, it's nice. Our room temperature of that metal planet, that's really interesting. It would grow over you, you would be in there when it's not. Yuck. Yuck! Dilo noticed that there's an error as well. Dilo noticed. I wasn't the only one. I have not heard of Birthdays the Beginnings. Learn about Glaggaland from Glagglepedia. Glaggalands. You should post the fake Vivisaurs. You should post fake Vivisaurs. I love them. I am so hungry. I just ate trail bit. Hello, Stinky Small in the chat. I am about to be done streaming. Could be worse. You're in Alberta. Canada! From where? Though I went to Victoria with Lux once, and that was very nice. Okay. Okay, I need to go eat food. I need to go eat food. Thank you all so much for showing and watching me make a sticker. I don't like the second one as much as I like the first one. I like the first one a lot more. We will see how the stickers end up. I hope you all have fantastic rest of your days. I hope you all go on to make many Spec Evo contents, feeding each other in our own little Spec Evo ecosystems. Um, that's pretty much it. I need to go do something that doesn't require my brain for the rest of the day. Goodbye. 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 How do I end the stream? Oh, by the way, wait. Honk. This is the greatest PNG tuber thing. It costs like